some ways. I would call this a flower sequence of sorts. So we're doing the butterfly behind the head, then we're separating it out so your hands are at 10:30 and 1:30. Then you're coming down to 4:30 and 8:30, and then you're coming down to 6 o'clock behind your back. So let's just do it one hand at a time, and we'll work on it. Now, I noticed when I saw you do it before, when you were coming to this position up here, your angle was like this rather than like this. So there's this behind your head, then there's this where it's out here. If you find when you're practicing you're struggling with keeping it straight, I mean, you may not have practiced it, but if when you are practicing you find you're struggling to keep it straight, what I recommend is go to an empty wall, not a wall that has mirrors or pictures on it, and stand there and try and back up into your wall in each of the positions. So as a first drill that can be super helpful, we can just practice doing this. All you do. This looks easy, but you know, simple and easy are not the same thing. Because it is simple, it is not necessarily easy. So if you look at it side view, what I'm doing is I'm going from the top, I'm coming down, and then here around my position where my arm is straight out to the side, I'm going to flip my hand so that the palm is coming from the front to the back. And so back view, it'll look like bum, 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 and I'm flipping, and then I'm coming down to 6. Then I'm going to go back up, which might feel a little bit harder, and you do the flip in the same place where you flip the palm from, so now the palm is toward you, but now it's going to be away from you as I come up past 9 o'clock. And you're going down and up just to get used to these positions. So way back in the day when you first started, in theory, had you come to in-person classes when we'd not been blocked by COVID, I would have given you this lesson called the rotator. And the purpose of the rotator is to do this practice where you're incrementally moving the poi across your body. Right, so this drill is super useful in multiple contexts, and it's about being able to slide the plane rather than doing figure eights. So what we're doing back here is a version of that where we're practicing rotating around the circle with the hand. Even though it's in the same plane, you're still sliding it and you're not doing figure eight patterns. So let's rest the left arm and do the right arm a little bit. So starting an underhand in the front, we will do a figure eight to the back, come up top, and then we'll come down and flip the wrist and come back up and come down, and you are